Have you ever wanted hair like Blake Lively? Well, today's your lucky day. Hello? You're currently on the phone with KCK. Yep, that's me. Welcome back, everybody. Are you guys ready for another celebrity product? What am I trying to say? Celebrity branded product. You wonder how many of these companies are like they're really that invested in, you know? There are so many. Should we Google how many celebrity hair care, skin care, all the care lines there are? A list of celebrities with skincare lines. Here we go. These two, the top two for sure, top three, four, I guess. There's more than this. I'm just going to say that right now. There's more than what they're showing right here. Rihanna, obviously, we know that her line is working. Fenty Beauty. Jessica Alba, she's like the original. I remember when she first started hers forever. I was in high school and I still use the products to this day. Her face wash is probably the best face wash I've ever used. I switched like last year sometime and tried the Kiehl's face wash and it wasn't bad, but it's just the Honest one is so simple and there's no smell to it. It's just like basic and it works so good and it's like $13. And then she has like a deep hydration moisturizer that I use every night, and she has like this, it's just like a regular like whipped moisturizer that I've been using a lot lately. Honestly, most of the products from hers are like top tier, I would say, and they're really not that expensive. So Jessica Alba has Honest Beauty. Hailey Bieber has Road Skin, which I think is doing pretty well. I want to try the Milk Toner, but it's like $30 something, but after shipping, like all these little $30 purchases add up very quickly in this terrible economy. Kylie Jenner, obviously, she's probably one of the top people in the skincare world of celebrities, not like, of all skincare, but celebrity type. Miranda Kerr, I forgot she had one. Miranda Kerr she's a model, or I don't know if she still models. She was she married to Orlando Bloom? Was Miranda Kerr? Yeah, married. Yes, 2010, 2013. And they have a 12-year-old boy named Flynn. But they got divorced, obviously, and she is married to Spiegel. I can't remember his first name, but he owns Snapchat, and he's like the CEO of Snapchat. But they're still really good friends, and her and Katy actually hang out often and go to each other's like events. I've never heard anything about hers. Cora is the name of her brand. Cora Organics is a clean, cruelty-free brand launched in 2009. Wow. So maybe she was one of the first. I had no idea. That is a long time. Drew Barrymore has Flower Beauty. I don't know where it's sold or who, what company makes it. Lady Gaga has House Laboratories, and I know a lot of people like the foundation, and I don't know much about makeup, but I know people like it a lot. And then JLo Beauty. This is one I can see not lasting very long because people don't like her. And so I've heard it's really expensive too. And she uses olive oil, I guess, in it, which I don't know if that's good or bad. I was going through some old photos because I'm at my max capacity of Google Photos. And so I'm like deleting like just screenshots and like old ones that I had, and I found this one I saved, and it said vodka is better than any toner to get rid of pores and stuff. And I'm like, That's interesting. So I Googled it, and it's like several articles came up. Do not use alcohol, any sort of alcohol, rubbing alcohol, vodka, any of that to wash your face, because it is super hard on your skin. Okay, I found another list of people that. Why is Kim Kardashian on the bottom? That's weird. Of celebrities with hair care lines. So let's just go. Hailey Bieber, Flower Beauty, which is Drew Barrymore, Honest Beauty by Jessica Alba, Rare Beauty by Selena Gomez, Cora by Miranda Kerr, Kylie Cosmetics, Kylie Jenner, Scarlett Johansson. I don't know what the name of her line is. This one's interesting though, because I remember reading a magazine article about her, and they're like, what is the secret to your skin? Like, what would you tell people to do? And she just said, like, leave your face alone, which I took as you don't need a million products to put on your face, just like basics. But then she has a skincare line. So I don't know if she meant like don't do filler or Botox or stuff like that, you know. But now she has, I don't know. I took it as just like wash your face, put moisturizer on it, and call it good. But that, I guess, is not the case. Let's see what the name of hers is. Skincare line. Oh, I thought that was a magazine article. It said it on the last page. The Outset Skincare by Scarlett Johansson. Consciously clean for even the most sensitive skin. Plant hydration and for healthy skin. What does she have? Ultra light moisture boosting oil. It's got 4.8 stars, $44. Let's see what the best sellers are. I mean, honestly, she has flawless skin and is really pretty, and she's someone we can add to the list of someone who washes their face every single night, probably with her own skincare stuff. There's a daily essentials regimen bundle, set of 3 for $105. Let's see, it has micellar cleanser. I don't know what these other ones are. Moisturizer, firming vegan collagen pep serum. These actually have really good reviews. Maybe you should try it. She has sunscreen, mineral sunscreen. That's important. Botanical rescue balm, which is, I guess, for your lips, is $40. I mean, I guess it's cheap, but not really when you're buying multiple things at, one time. You can buy 4 of the best selling products for $151. So there you go. Honestly, this looks pretty good. I'm not going to lie. I wish I could test all these, 'Cause I don't think like they're all bad, but at the same time, it's like, how can there be this many different formulas and ways of doing skincare? You know what I mean? How has it not been figured out by like Lancome or L'Oreal or Estee Lauder by this point? You know what I mean? I think the point of celebrities skincare stuff is that it's supposed to be healthier for you and probably a little more ethical when it comes to like how it's made and produced and all that kind of stuff. Obviously, it's a lot of backing behind bigger companies that know the power of social media and influence. But I don't think Scarlett Johansson has an Instagram. So I don't know. The page is very appealing. The products look appealing, has good packaging, and there's the lowest rating any of this has is 4.7 stars. So I don't know. Give it a try. The Outset by Scarlett Johansson. Okay, Fenty Beauty by Rihanna, obviously. House Labs by Lady Gaga. Florence by Mills, which is Millie Bobby Brown's company. She actually just launched a clothing line similar to like Skims, but her own take apparently. She's a little businesswoman. Halsey About Face. I had no idea Halsey had a line. That is so interesting. Halsey About Face. I hope this is what you guys wanted to do on your Monday morning, because this is the kind of stuff I do on a daily basis. About Face, high performance vegan clean beauty products. This page is very bright and colorful, like lime green, very Halsey. The makeup though is giving like 2016, like updated 2016. This is not skincare. This is makeup, which I mean, you can classify it the same way, I guess. A lot of it's sold out. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. I think people do that to make it seem more like supply and demand type thing, you know. But this is very like Brat. It's giving Brat summer. It's giving Charlie XCX. Like, this is what you want to wear to Lollapalooza. Speaking of which, did you see Chapel Roan at Lollapalooza? The crowd that she had, that is insane. Good for her. Yeah. About Face, I had no idea. I'm learning along with you guys. Isn't that so fun? Rem Beauty, that's Ariana. I was like, I know that sounds familiar. Ariana Victoria Beckham has a line. I think it's probably just her name. Victoria Beckham Beauty. Yeah, so there you go. Brad Pitt, that's one I remember hearing, but then his first name's William. I had no idea. I think I like saw it and then thought, that's interesting. Brad Pitt, Les Domaine skincare. Les Domaine. Should we see what that? Beau Domaine skincare. I'm guessing it's mostly for men. You no longer have to choose between natural and effective for your anti-aging skincare. Here are oh no, I don't want 10% off. Sorry, Brad. Yeah, it's like a lot for wrinkles. Oh, there's a woman using it, so it's for everyone. It's not just for men. Awarded by skincare experts, Elle magazine, Women's Health, Glamour, and GQ. What are 7 acclaimed international press, Vogue? So it must be pretty good. I'm guessing it is a lot of money. Shop, let's see. Come on. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, it only has 11 reviews, this one. But it's $404. So that's not even, that's like the low. Yeah, that is not, it's when you do auto ship or yeah. One-time purchase is $476, usually $528 with a 10% off thing. The packaging's kind of interesting. It looks like just an odd shape of wood on top of a bottle. I mean, it's cool looking, and you probably could turn the bottle around and use it as like decoration on bookshelves and stuff. It's not cheap. Daily anti-aging lightweight texture is $95. The cream is $156. The serum is $181. I'm just so curious. How do these people? Does Brad Pitt have an Instagram? I don't think he does. I know Angelina Jolie got one a few years ago, but I'm just wondering, these people that don't have Instagram or social media, how they're doing this, because Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt official. Oh, this is a fan page dedicated to Brad Pitt. Okay, that is not. Yeah, so see, like, how is he marketing this? Like, where is it? I guess his name's not on it, so if you saw it, it's probably in magazines and stuff. And it's probably not sold like at your tip. It's probably at like Bloomingdale's and Saks Fifth Avenue, which is the one that went out of business. That was Barney's. Places like that. Neiman Marcus. So Scarlett Johansson. Wouldn't it be sad if she had a... Oh, I thought that was her. If she had a page and I wasn't following her. No, she doesn't have one either. Okay, so Beau Domaine. Yeah, that is definitely the most expensive one. Gwyneth Paltrow has Goop. She probably was the first one. I take that back. Not Jessica Alba. When did Goop start? She has a podcast too, and it's not always her that's on it. Goop started in September 2008, and it's not cheap either, but they have this lip balm thing. It kind of looks like a lipstick tube, but it is one of the best lip balms I've ever used in my life. But it's like $20 something a bottle. You can get it on Amazon, and there's not very much in it. It's kind of deceiving, but it works really good. Goop started in 2008. When did Honest Beauty start? 2012. Haha, I was right. Yeah, Goop is probably one of the more well-known ones. And yeah, I like Gwyneth Paltrow. I'm sad that people are nice to her. But I guess that is what it is. She's rich and she's doing fine. Idris Elba has one. I did not know that. Idris and Sabrina Elba, I'm guessing that's his wife. She has her hands over his shoulders. I'm guessing that is. Sable Labs. I have no idea what all of these are. See, this is like, I don't know. I have this bad habit, this bad mentality of when people start stuff, including myself, like with this podcast, there are like 17 billion podcasts out there. So what makes me think that people want to listen to mine or that mine will be successful? You know what I mean? And I have to think, like, there are a lot of people on this planet, and I don't need every single one of them to listen to this podcast. Like, even if I get like 10,000 people listening, that's a lot of people. That's, a substantial amount of people. And not everyone wants to listen to the same thing. I understand that. But then it's like, when I see someone like wanting to become an author, in my head, this is the first thing that happens with like literally anything someone says. Like, I want to be an author. I'm like, ugh, everyone's an author. Like, okay. Or I want to be a YouTuber. Oh, everyone's a YouTuber. Or I want to be a wedding photographer. Everyone's a wedding photographer. Like, I think that's the mentality I have, and I don't know why. I don't know why I think like that. And it's like the same with these, like, Blake Lively has this new hair care line. I'm like, well, so does like everyone else, and Beyonce. Like, I don't know. I have this feeling or this way of thinking in my brain that there's just not enough space for everybody, and I really should stop that because it's not good. It's not a good thing to have. My sister once told me, I was like, this is back when I did my YouTube channel. If you were around then, I'm so sorry, but I was kind of expressing this to her, and she's like, yeah, but the YouTube doesn't have you. Like, there might be a million other people doing it, but you're not on there. Like, you're not contributing what you can contribute, and your talents, and not that I have any talents, but your talents and your knowledge and your, stuff like that. I'm like, that is a good point. So, like, yes, like, go be an author. Like, I don't know. I just, when I'm struggling because this podcast is so much fun, but I'm like, is it ever going to go anywhere? I don't need it to be mega successful. I don't need to be making millions of dollars, but like, some money would be nice. You know what I mean? I'm putting in effort, and I'm taking time out of my life, and I'm using my energy for it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not just like something, while it is easier than most things I've tried, it's still work. And I don't know. I need to get over that. Like, nobody wants to listen to this. This isn't supposed to be a sappy thing. This is how I feel in my mind. And so seeing all these skincare lines, I'm like, who is buying all this? But then I gotta think that there are so many people in the world. Like, 1 billion people is a lot of people. And there's, 8 billion now? So surely people out there will buy something. But then you hear about even these big companies that go out of business because nobody's buying their stuff. I don't know. It's just a lot of things to think about. You know what I mean? So I gotta have that mentality of like, someone's like, I want to write a book. I'm like, oh, well, there's already a book written, so you can't do that. Or I want to be an actor. I'm like, well, there's already an actor, so that's taken. Like, I just feel like there's only so much room for each category. Okay, I'll stop talking now. Sable Labs by Idris Elba. This is pretty affordable. except for this. The Okra Face Serum is $75. I don't know what that is. Quazzle Cleanser. Am I saying that right? $11. That's better. Black Seed Toner is $13. Melanin Inclusive, better for all skin. Melanin rich skin requires specialized attention to address its unique needs, including Hyper Prevent. This must be a new thing that they have tried. I mean, it's in a lot of good things. Bazaar, Allure, Glamour, Essence. I'm trying to see like what. Oh, Our Commitment. There we go. They always have this page, all of them, of why they decided to do this. Responsible sourcing. We believe in having respect for the planet, and our ingredients also mean having respect for the people who grow them. Let's see. Our packaging. 100% of our packaging is recycled, recyclable, or refillable. There we go. So, yeah. I don't know. Like I said, I wish I could try all this. You guys need to go make me a little bit famous on TikTok so I can be getting PR and letting you know the real truth. I just saw Jeffree Star. I know he's not like the most trustworthy source anymore. Not like I go to him to get, meaningful information, just like skincare products and stuff. He tried Kylie Jenner's new product that she has and her new brush, and he said it's actually, he loved it, and he recommended it. So that's good. That's always a good thing. He definitely knows what he's doing when it comes to skincare and makeup. So I wonder how much less he's making now than he was back in like 2016, 17, 18, back when that type of content was massive, like the James Charles era, the makeup by, what is his name? Manny, MUA, whatever. Anyway, Harry Styles. Okay, back to the list. Harry Styles has a skincare line. Harry Styles was one of the few male celebrities who entered the beauty industry this year, announcing the launch of his brand called... Okay, I don't know. I had to click on this thing. All the celebrities who launched beauty brands in 2021. See, there's a lot. Just in 1 year, they have a whole thing dedicated to it. Okay, I want to know the name of it, though. What is the name? Most recently, Styles and fellow musician Machine Gun Kelly launched their beauty brands. Machine Gun Kelly has one? Styles is called Pleasing. I thought that was just my friend Catherine's screaming at me right now because she's like, you should know this. I thought Pleasing was just a fragrance. Let's find out. I feel like Harry Styles has been quiet for too long. I feel like he'll be popping out of the woodwork any minute now to release something. Let's see. Pleasing. I don't want 10% off. Could you imagine how many emails these people beg for? I read or heard somewhere that Kardashians have over 150 million email addresses. That's crazy. Okay, you can buy this flower bucket hat for $195, and it is quite honestly the most ugly thing I've ever seen, so I will not be doing that. Like, it looks like I made it, and that's saying something. What's with all these hats? The Dreamboat Sailor hat, the Swirl Scrunchie. I forgot he has nail polish too. I wore this nail polish to the Taylor Swift concert. Solar Dew Mineral Serum SPF, $45. Big Lip Moisturizer Balm, $25. That's like the only thing he has. And then nail polish. And it's just one set. Is this a money laundering page? I'm just kidding, but this is the least amount of stuff I've seen since researching today, since my studies. All right, which one is next? Who's next on the list? Jennifer Aniston. I thought hers was just hair care. Lola V by Jennifer Aniston, which she just announced you can buy it somewhere else now. I think it used to be just at Ulta, but now you can buy it at other places. I should be better at knowing that, but I do not know. Let's see. I thought it was just hair care though. Lola V. Glossy, shiny hair essentials. Yeah. See, I was right. That's not skincare, unless people consider that the same. Yeah, sorry. I'm reading. I can't read and talk at the same time. Has a lot of reviews. 674, 877 reviews. Restore hair conditioner. I don't know the prices quite yet. $49 for, I don't know what that is. Let's just look at like shampoo. Shampoo. Restorative shampoo is $30. It has 674 reviews and it has 4.5 sizes, 4.5 stars. So she has conditioner, restorative and protecting travel kit. That's smart. You know what bugs me is I use the Way shampoo and I love it, but they only have a travel size shampoo. They don't have a travel sized conditioner. And that really bothers me. One thing about Blake Lively's new hairline, she doesn't have conditioner. She claims that everyone in Hollywood doesn't use conditioner. So, what's the truth? Because Jennifer Aniston is sitting right here trying to sell me 7 different kinds of conditioner. So what is it? She sells a wet brush, has all 5 stars, 200 reviews. Hair oil, lightweight hair oil that has full reviews. Intense hair repair treatment. So yeah, there's quite a bit of stuff on here. Cosmopolitan has reviewed it. Allure, People. I'm surprised she even works with People. I guess they're not as bad as like Us Weekly and Star. Like, I swear, when I was like from 4th grade to, I don't know, I guess the end of high school, she was on the cover of basically every single one of their magazines, and it was always like sad, lonely Jennifer Aniston cannot keep a man, you know. That'd be so weird to go to the grocery store and just see your face everywhere on these magazines that are not true. My grandma used to believe all those. We'd be waiting in line and it would be like the most outrageous like headline. It'd be like Prince Harry pulled a gun on the Queen, his grandmother, and she's like, oh, what a shame. I'm like, Grandma, that's not real. She's like, yes, it is. Look, it's written right there. I'm like, Kate, this is the National Enquirer. This isn't real news. But she believed everything. And that scares me because my grandma wasn't like dumb, but she believed in a lot of stuff that she heard and saw. And she watched one news source. I think you can guess which one that is. And she believed absolutely anything they said. So there's obviously other people out there that also believe everything they say, read, and I don't know. It's just funny. Like, you hear, don't believe everything you read on the internet, and now our parents are all believing everything they read on the internet. They're like, look at this thing I saw on Facebook, and it is like the most factually wrong article I ever read. Like, so many grammar errors and so many like just wrong information, and it's just like so obviously is that it's fake, and they still believe it. Okay, the next one is Keys, Soul Care by Alicia Keys. Human Race by Pharrell Williams. You know who's not on here is Ellen DeGeneres, which I think that's so weird. She has a skincare line. It's called Kind Science. I'm surprised it's still going, honestly, because, you know, she got canceled for not being kind. Yeah, I don't know. It's just interesting. And then the last one, I don't know why it's last. It honestly should be first, is Skin by Kim. And that is not cheap. But I will say the products are amazing. And the packaging's good. And you can just reorder, like, refill things and put them inside the packaging again. So you don't have to keep buying everything all at once. This is probably the most expensive. Except for, who should we look at earlier? Oh, it's not as expensive as Brad Pitt, so I'll tell you that right now. A cleanser is $43. Face cream is $85. You don't get a lot of stuff. I will say that there's not a lot of product in these things. She has hyaluronic acid serum for $90. Vitamin C for $90. Lip gloss. Now she has makeup on here and stuff too. And you can buy a waste basket for $130. Skincare. There is a, let's see, I bought the pumpkin enzyme resurfacing mask. I've only used it once because I'm scared to use it because I don't want it to go away, but it came with a brush too, and it is very moisturizing, I will say. Like, that is probably one of the best. It's $65. I didn't pay that. I got a deal. I was on sale. As my Utah accent comes out, is on sale. So yeah, there's a lot of celebrity hair care brands and skincare. So welcome to the fold, Blake Lively. You are competing against Beyonce. You are competing against Jennifer Aniston. And I think the reigning hair care line still is Way from Jen Atkin, who is the Kardashians' why can't I say that? Hairstylist. She's also from Utah, just FYI. And it's just like commonly known that is the it hair care brand right now. And for good reason. It works really good and it smells so good too. But I always hear it on a lot of podcasts I listen to. That is the advertising thing I hear. One of the ones I hear the most is Way Hair Care. So yeah, there you go. Welcome, Blake Lively. I still have not seen Deadpool. I'm not saying that she's in it. I have no idea. I know there's some kind of cameo or Deadpool woman in there, but I still haven't seen it. So on Friday night, was it Friday or Saturday? Saturday night. I was like so antsy. I didn't have anything to do. July was so busy for me. I had something going on pretty much nonstop. And I was like, I want to see Deadpool, but like no one really wanted to go or could go. I didn't really want to go by myself because I'm an advocate for people going to the movies by themselves, but this one's still so popular. I didn't want it to be like a crowded theater and then just me sitting like a bunch next to a bunch of strangers. Like, I'll go to movies if it's very few people in there. And this is one you couldn't choose your seats, so you couldn't really see how many tickets have been sold. And I'm like, I've already driven up north once today. I don't want to do it again. And I'm like, well, I could do this. I could do this. I'm like, no, you're just going to sit. You're just going to sit and do nothing. This is what you wanted. You wanted to be able to sit and watch TV and just kind of relax. And so I'm like, well, okay, but I need popcorn. So I had to drive to the grocery store, which is like 15 miles away. And I got to that town. I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to get a pizza too. So I got pizza and breadsticks, which is not cheap. For a medium pizza and a thing of breadsticks, it was $32 with tip. I'm like, that's ridiculous. What is in this pizza? Why is pizza so expensive lately? Like, can anybody answer that question for me? Why is pizza so expensive? It's just bread and tomato sauce. Like, I don't understand why all of a sudden pizza is not affordable anymore. Like, you go to the grocery store and DiGiorno is like, I don't know, $14 for a pizza or something outrageous. And I'm like, what? But then there's all trust. I should have went to Nephi and got Little Caesars. That's on me. Anyway, so I got pizza. I came home and I finished The Morning Show, which is one of my favorite shows of all time. If you have not seen it, it's on Apple TV. It's so good. Jennifer Aniston, Reese Witherspoon, John Hamm was in this recent season. It's really good. I highly, highly recommend it. And yeah, and I went to bed. And it was nice. It felt weird. It felt weird not to be having like any plans or doing anything. So yeah, that's what I did on my Saturday night. Friday night, what did I do? Don't even know what I did on Friday night. I can't think back that far. Now I'm really curious what I did. Yeah, July was busy. We had 4th of July, obviously. We had kind of like a little barbecue here at the house. Then I went to Boston, as you all know, which was super fun. I loved it there. And now that it's kind of like when you buy a car, and you've never seen that car really before, and now you see it all the time. I swear, like on Instagram, everyone is going to Boston. And I'm not saying it's because I went to Boston, but like seriously, there's so many people have posted like pictures in Boston or headed to Boston, or like TikToks I've seen of people like, I'm going to Boston, give me recommendations of things to do, and like all of them are like, I love Boston so much, and they're not wrong. Boston is super cool. If you want to go somewhere on the East Coast, you know, and you don't really want to go to New York again, like go to Boston. It was so cool. It was clean, it was nice, it was fun, tons to do, easy to walk around. You like feel safe. Like we never felt like we were in any sort of peril or danger. So then when I got back from that, I went to, our town has a celebration every year, the third week in July, and it starts with co-ed softball games starting Tuesday, and then the main celebration starts like Friday night with the dinner, and then Saturdays all days like carnival, like not like rodeo carnival, like the rides and stuff, just like little small town stuff, you know. And then Saturday night is the grand finale of the co-ed softball games. So like we literally got back and it was time for that, and my family stayed at my house that week, and it's just a busy week for all of us. And then what else happened after that? The next following week was we went to Disneyland for 4 days we were gone. And yeah, and then I went to Olivia Rodrigo on Wednesday, I think it was, with my friends Isabel and Catherine and Dalton, and that was so fun. It was one of the funnest concerts I've ever been to. And like it just feels weird to like be at a concert with so many young people. Like I know I'm young, don't get me wrong, I'm young, but like there were so many people there with their like moms and dads. But it was just so funny because there's all these young kids there with their parents, and she's like saying the F word in every song, and like after like when she's like talking, she's like swearing, and I'm just like, this is so bizarre. Like she's like got so many young fans, but she's not afraid to like still be herself and swear, and you know, she's not shy because the parents are there. My one friend was there, she was in like the lower bowl, and she kept posting, she's like, there's so many kids here, like what am I doing here? She's like, I'm almost 30, why am I here? But it was so good. It was one of those, like, she's one of those artists, I mean everybody knows, but she just got hit after hit after hit. Like there really wasn't a song I didn't know. Like there's obviously some I knew less than others, but like it was one of those shows that just flew by because it was so good. It was so fun. We had good seats. We were in the upper bowl, but we were in the very like the back, so the stage was front and center to us, and there really wasn't anything blocking it. She flew around on a moon around the audience, and she gave a little speech because she obviously used to live in Salt Lake for when she was filming High School Musical, the musical, the series. And she's like, I'd always walk around here and see people leaving a concert from the Delta Center, and she's like, one day I'm going to play a concert there, and today's that day. And it's just like full circle, and everyone knows. Catherine leaned over to me, it was like after her first song, and everyone was just screaming and cheering and like going crazy. And Catherine's like, it's your favorite part? I'm like, it is. It really is, when they just sit there and like soak up all their accomplishments, and all their hard work has paid off for like that moment when everyone's just screaming their name and going crazy for them. But yeah, it was fun. I liked it a lot, and that was probably one of the loudest crowds I've ever been in. I'm not even kidding you. Like easily comparable to Taylor Swift, who played a venue size like triple the amount of people that were there, maybe quadruple the amount of people that were there. Like this place was crazy. My friends brought earplugs, and they offered them to me and Isabel, and we're like, no, we're good. And then Isabel leans over to me in like the middle, she's like, I should have taken those earplugs. I'm like, they probably still have them, and they did, and she put them in. Like it was so loud, like so loud. And I got my merch. I got my merch from Like now I match with all these like 12-year-old little girls, but it's a good shirt. I hate when you go to concerts and the merch sucks. I'm like, really? This is what you come up with? Like this one was good. This one, she had tons of stuff, and I didn't have to wait in line very long. Like out front, you could get your Doc Martens customized, like bedazzled. You could write her little postcards and put them in this mailbox, and they'd give them to her. Like it was fun. She really thought a lot about all this stuff. So yeah, that is what I did. I'm super grateful I got to go this time. I didn't get to go last time because tickets were nearly impossible to get. This time she played a bigger venue, which was good. I'm going to Orville Peck on Friday. This one will be a little bit different because I don't know most of the songs. He just released his entire album last week, and like I know him. I listened to him like for the last few days. It's like I know the songs. I just don't like know them. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? But it'll still be fun. I'm excited. And then last night, I just bought tickets to Charlie XCX. We're going to go, me and my cousin George are going to go stay in Phoenix with our friend Angelina and go to see Charlie and Troye Sivan. I was so like really surprised. Our tickets were only $44. You know, with fees, it was $65 or something. But just, it's weird how popular she is right now. And just like the viral TikToks and the Apple dance and the collaboration with Billie. Oh, did you guys hear that song? The Guess with Billie Eilish. I was like, kind of getting a little flushed when she was singing. I'm like, dang, this is like, this is another side of Billie I've ever seen. But it's good. It's fun. And what I was getting at is I'm surprised tickets aren't more. Like I for sure, because I looked at these tickets like a couple months ago, and they were still the same price as they were then. I was like, for sure they're going to be more because she's so much popular than she was even a few months ago. But no, they weren't. I'm excited. I really am excited just to scream. General admission was completely sold out. I think everyone's just ready to like rave and just go crazy in the pit. Not me. I need a seat. I have a seat, and I am very happy with that, with my choice. So yeah, that's kind of life updates for me. Sorry, last week I was late. I literally got home at 1 a.m. Monday morning, and I had to leave the house at 6. I know I've already told you this, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I was so tired, and anyone that knows me knows I need my sleep more than the average person, which is, honestly, it's actually really annoying. I hate that. I hate that I'm always tired. It's really annoying. Like, I actually get angry when I'm like so exhausted and I can't stay awake. I'm like, why? Literally, why? I've had 8 hours of sleep. I don't eat terrible. Like, I should have energy. Does anybody know a way other than drinking 4 cans of Alani every single day? I haven't had one today. I have had a Zip Fizz, but not an Alani. Okay, let's move on. Sorry, you guys are sick of me just droning on about my life, my boring little life. Shawn Mendes has announced a new album called Shawn. How original. I wonder why artists do that. Like, what is the significance of naming an album after themselves? You know what I mean? And the ones that, like, Taylor Swift started out with Taylor Swift, but Beyonce released her album Beyonce when she was already like super mega famous. And now Shawn Mendes is releasing an album with his name on it, and he's been famous for a long time. Like, is there a reason they do that? I don't know why that is such a big thing in the music industry, but it is. And yeah. Anyway, it comes out October 18th. And he has 2 singles coming out this week. What's today? The 5th? Yeah, I think Thursday. Called Why and Isn't That Enough? 8 p.m. Eastern Central Time. Eastern Standard Time? What is the correct pronunciation of that? Okay, the track list has been released. There's only one song that is over 3 minutes long. Oh my gosh, I hate when artists do this. The first song is 1 minute and 40 seconds. This isn't an album, Sean. I'm so sorry. This is not an album. This is like little snippets. Like 1 minute 57 seconds, 1 minute 52 seconds, 1 minute 40 seconds, 2 minutes 14 seconds. Like these aren't songs. Ugh, so annoying. Okay. The first one is Who Am I? Why? That's the dream. Nobody knows. Isn't that enough? Heart of Gold. Heavy. That'll be the day. In between. The Mountain. Rolling Right Along. And Hallelujah. I'm hoping Hallelujah is the cover of Hallelujah. Just saying. No one will ever, in my mind, top the cover by Kate Vogel. I'm pretty sure she's from One Direction. Oh my gosh. Oh, what is the name of that show? One Tree Hill. I knew it started with a one. I think she's on that show. But my cousins had her cover of Hallelujah on their computer back when there was that site everybody got their music from. And it is still today one of my favorite songs of all time. Like covers, like anything. Like I love it so much. I listen to it all the time. Like I never skip it when it comes on. Very rarely do I skip it. And it's just so good. So I wonder if it's a cover. Like I know there's so many covers of Hallelujah, but not all of them compare. And who knows, maybe his will. Let's see. What is next on my agenda? Cardi B is pregnant. She just announced that the other day. She's also getting divorced, which I thought she was already divorced. But there was like a headline saying Cardi B announces pregnancy after filing for divorce. Maybe they're just saying that from when she filed for divorce. But wouldn't that be... I guess it would have to be, unless they hooked up after they were divorced. Interesting. This will be her third child. I'm worried for her. Same as I'm worried for Rihanna. Same as I'm worried for Katy Perry. Same as I'm worried for kind of Lady Gaga. Not as much as Rihanna and Cardi B, though. They haven't released an album in a long time. And Cardi B went on the record recently and said there's not going to be an album this year. I'm like, girl, you are waiting too long. Like, this is not good. Like, I know everyone needs a break. I know everyone needs relaxation and stuff. But in the entertainment industry, you really can't do that. It's good sometimes to kind of give the people a break and take some time off so you're not just like oversaturating everything, but like your name. But when it's, how long has it been since Rihanna? 2016, 8 years. Is that right? Yeah, 8 years. That's too long. Like, you better have some really, really, really good music. And because people, they will, trust me, I'm a fan of Katy Perry's, and she's not doing so hot for the past 5 or 6 years, and she's trying to do this huge comeback, and it's just not going the way that I think she was hoping it was going for. So I don't know, just watch out, just be careful. I'm just looking out for you guys. So yeah. Carrie Underwood, speaking of Katy Perry, is replacing Katy Perry on American Idol. She'll be the new judge, which honestly makes a lot of sense. Since, didn't she win season 2? Was it season 2 she won? I don't know. Anyway, that'll be 2 country singers though on the panel, because I'm pretty sure Luke Bryan's staying and Lionel Richie. So it'll be interesting. But she definitely has a good voice. She's one of those artists though that like screams a lot of her songs. Like her, Demi Lovato, Kelly Clarkson, like they all just like they have pretty voices, don't get me wrong, but they're just always yelling. Seems like my friend's dad, one time I was over at their house in high school, and it was football Sunday or whatever, and they were like, and now singing the national anthem is Carrie Underwood, and my friend's dad is like, oh great, is she gonna scream at us the entire time? I think about that all the time because it's so true. Then there was a picture of Kelly Clarkson, Demi Lovato, Christina Aguilera, and Carrie Underwood, and it said the loudest concert in history, which would be true. Let's see. Carrie Underwood's Legs and GMA video. motivates fans to work out. No. Let's see. American Idol. Top stories. Carrie Underwood to spend time apart from husband and 2 sons as she prepares. Isn't her husband a hockey player? Pretty sure he was a hockey player. Let's see. Will Carrie Underwood be a harsh American Idol judge? Oh gosh, no. Guessing that's what she said. There's really not much more to the story. I don't know why I keep digging for stuff, but she'll be the new American Idol person. So good for her. I don't know, Katy Perry kind of held that show together with her quirkiness, and she honestly did give really good advice, and she really didn't hold back on what she thought people needed to hear. I mean, as far as pop stars go, she will always be one of the biggest, or have one of the biggest moments in pop star history. So I think to learn from her is great. Carrie Underwood is very talented, obviously, but I don't see her as like pop star. You know what I mean? Kind of like Adele. Like Adele is super famous too. I just don't consider her a pop star. I don't know what I would consider her, but not that. Like a pop star is someone who like changes outfits every like other song and does crazy amounts of dances and soars around the stadium pink. Speaking of which, did you see the video of Adele? She had that like cannon thing, and she was shooting out t-shirts to the audience in Germany. And the second I saw it, I'm like, that is Martha May Whovier from The Grinch, like when she's putting up her Christmas lights. And like so many people had already gotten to that. They're like, why is it giving Martha May from The Grinch? And then someone's like, oh my gosh, she's trying to shoot down Pink from from flying around the stadium. And then not long after that, someone posted a picture of Pink like flying through the air, and then Adele shooting the gun cannon at her. It was so funny. But the way she's running it too, like her face is just so serious, and she's like trying to aim at all these people. I don't know. It was so funny. Did you see the I've already talked about this, but her stage in Munich, Germany, like that is unbelievable. The screen is massive. That is like one of the most intense. I wonder how long it took to set up. I bet you it took longer than Taylor Swift's stage, and hers is huge. Hers is massive. All right, what's next? Britney Spears, the movie, is coming to us by Universal Pictures, and all I have to say to them is this better have the budget of Jurassic World, Transformers, Fast and Furious. Like, this better have all the money that you guys have. I'm not kidding. Do not mess this up, Universal Pictures. This is very important. And I think she still has one of the most loyal fan bases. Obviously, she's not what she used to be, and people are worried for her about her, Instagram videos, and like, totally understandable. But she was the it girl for a long time, and she just has a very loyal fan base. So do you remember that movie? I think it was Lifetime made a movie about her. They didn't get the rights to it. So they had to start, they were already filming it though. They were like halfway done, and they had to start like improvising. Like there was like songs that she doesn't even sing. Like they wrote specifically for the movie because they couldn't get the rights to the music. And anyway, it was a flop. It was not, I didn't watch it, but that's just what it is. So we talked about Beyonce doing 100 shows at MGM in Las Vegas. Residencies are the new thing, you guys. It makes sense because you don't have to move around a lot. You literally can just fly back and forth from LA. It's like an hour flight. All your stuff stays the same. You stay in the same spot. You don't have to pack up all this stuff, and you get paid a massive amount of money. Like Katy Perry got paid $160 million. Beyonce, I'm sure, will get paid tons. Lady Gaga was paid $100 million for 2 years. Now it's rumored Celine Dion is like one of the originals that had a residency there. And I think now that she's feeling a little bit better, or so it seems like she's feeling better, There's rumors she's going to be at Resorts World, which is where Katy Perry was, and Carrie Underwood's still there. Luke Bryan's there. Um, there's rumors she's going to have a residency there again. So I hope that's true. I wish all the best for her. She truly is. She's just a genuine person. You can tell. Like, she's always supporting other artists. She's always like, there and cheering everyone on. Like, she was having so much fun at the Katy Perry concert. Like, she was having the time of her life dancing and like I don't know. It was just fun to see. It's fun to see super successful people supporting people that are trying to make it in that same field. You know what I mean? And I guess just any field in general. Just someone who's trying, someone who's like working hard, and there's someone who's like a titan in the industry, and she's there cheering him on the sidelines. You know what I mean? I just love it. I just love nice people. Let's see, what else do we have on the agenda? There's not much, honestly. Megan Fox has a new movie, called Subservience. She's like a AI person, like a robot person thing, and they're there to like be like your maids or like your nannies or whatever. But she ends up falling in love with the guy. His wife is sick, and like she's trying to kill the wife. And I don't know where to watch it. It doesn't say when it comes out. It just says 2024, but it already has 6.4 star rating. So I gave it 10, obviously, because I support Megan Fox. I've never even seen the movie or anything. And I guess they wouldn't know. How would they know if I watched the movie? Like on Spotify, you can't rate a podcast unless you listen to like 2 or 3 episodes. So like that makes sense. But anyway, it's 10 stars from me. Oh, before I forget, I want to talk about this movie I saw. I saw the movie Fly Me to the Moon, and it actually makes me sad that it didn't do as well as, it didn't do well at all, I think. Let's see, Fly Me to the Moon. Fly to Me the Moon. Fly Me to the Moon box office. As of July 28th, Fly Me to the Moon has grossed $36 million with a $19 million United States and Canada. Oh, sorry, that's how much it's made in those places. Fly Me to the Moon is a $100 million historical romantic comedy starring Scarlett Johansson and Channing Tatum. Yeah, that's actually really upsetting because the movie was super good. Like, I cannot wait to get it, and it'll be on Apple, obviously, because Apple produced it, but Scarlett Johansson was a producer on it, and it's basically, the premise of it is the lady behind all the advertising and PR for the moon landing. Like, the moon landing was taking so long that people were losing interest in it, and they hired this lady to come in who was like a genius at marketing, and she basically got like $1 billion of funding for them because they were running out of money. She had all these advertisers come in. She had all these huge companies partner with them. And anyway, it just talks about the theory behind the fake moon landing process and if it was real or not. But it's just like, it's lighthearted. Like, I love movies like that. It gave me the same energy as like, I don't know, like a rom-com, just like bright and happy and bubbly and funny. Like, there were so many funny one-liners in this, and just sweet. It's definitely going to be one that I'll watch over and over again. So if it's still in theaters wherever you are, I would highly recommend seeing it. It was pretty good. The people I went with, they're like, I just can't believe that people think it was real. I'm like, so why do we come if you don't think the moon landing was real? And they kept asking me like, well, do you think it is? I'm like, I honestly don't care. Like, it affects me in no way at all. I don't see the point of going to the moon. I don't see the point of all this space exploration. Because if it takes 17 billion light years to get to another planet that has, some water on it that we could possibly go to, like, you think I'm going to get there? I'm going to be like the last person that'll be able to go to one of these places to inhabit another planet. I don't know. Space, I love the what am I trying to say? Like not the atmosphere, literally. What am I trying to say? The aesthetic of like this, like the mid-century modern style, like that, like the Jetsons or what other, like Xenon. You know what I mean? I like the look of space stuff, but space freaks me out. I just don't like it. It's just a vast emptiness of nothing. So space movies are a little hard for me to watch. Also, I'm just not smart enough to know what they're talking about. So, but you don't really have to be that smart to watch this movie. I would recommend going to see it, and if not, I would recommend watching it when it comes to streaming on Apple TV. So, there's my 2 cents on it, and yeah. I still haven't seen Deadpool. I really want to see it, but I still haven't seen it. And that new movie, It Ends With Us, that like book that everyone was obsessed with, comes out Friday, I believe. Yeah, because I had a friend post on Instagram. She's like, "Do you think I can read this book before Friday?" So that just tells me that it's coming out Friday. All right, I'll end on this last kind of happy note. I guess it's more than kind of happy. Brad Paisley and his wife Kimberly, I guess this is a new addition to what they've already done. They opened up a pet supply store, and I think it's free, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Hang on. Let me check. 4 years ago. Oh, go all these advertisements. Go away. I already have an American Express. You guys, I am going to throw this computer at a wall. Like, I can't even read this article because there's an ad right over the top of it. I don't care why I'm seeing this ad. Sorry. I'll calm down. I can't get rid of this ad, you guys. Like, it's right in my way. Okay, 4 years ago, Brad Paisley and his wife, Kimberly, blah, blah, blah. Oh, there we go. Now it goes away. Are you kidding me? Brad Paisley and Kimberly Williams Paisley opened the store in Nashville to help families in the most dignified and compassionate way. But what happens to those families' pets if they don't receive help? That's why they were thrilled to open the Companion Project, a new nonprofit partnered with them to solve the problem. Let's see. At their first official clinic, over 100 dogs, and again, I cannot read this. I'm just going to paraphrase. Received exams by veterinarians. Many received life-saving care, including vaccinations, heartworm something, can't read it. Others got microchips so they could be reunited with their families if they were ever lost. And thanks to sponsors, pets left with treats, food, and medicines too. It was a heartwarming day for everyone. That's sweet. I like when rich people do nice things for people, you know. I saw an article or a thread, I think. It was like, I miss when billionaires' vanity projects were building libraries and hospitals and, you know, museums and event centers and stuff instead of going to space. I just don't get the whole space thing. For what? What is it going to do? And just the amount of money it takes just to go up there for like 5 minutes and come back. I don't know. Hopefully I'm not offending any scientists out there, but there's just so many other things we could be worrying about. Anyway, that will do it for me today, you guys. That's all, folks. Yeah, we are coming up on almost 1 year of the podcast. That's just so wild to me. I can't even wrap my head around it. It's been a year since I went to Taylor Swift. It's been a year since my grandma died. It's been a year. What else has it been a year from? I don't know. It's been a year. And it just keeps going faster. So hold on. Oh, you should go follow me on TikTok and like my new TikTok video. It was about the Parade of Homes that I went to a couple months ago. It's doing pretty well, actually. My cousin, actually, we got back from Disneyland and we recorded like the food we got and we're like rating it. She has one that almost has 1 million views. I'm like, that is insane. I'm like, you gotta keep that up now. You gotta go to Disneyland like once a month. Could you imagine? One of the comments on the video was like, geez, did you have to take out a small loan to be able to afford all this food? Which is true. It was not cheap. Speaking of that, I have to go pay my credit card bills, so try and recoup some losses from my Disneyland trip. Thank you for listening. I really appreciate it. And go check out one of these skincare lines. Your homework is to go and buy the entire assortment of one of these skincare lines that I talked about today and report back to me. Yeah, that'll be it. All right. Bye.